Welcome back to the Mile High Blitz podcast, your go-to source for all things Denver Broncos. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Adam, and we are fresh off another day of Broncos training camp news, specifically looking at August 3rd and 4th. A lot to unpack from day 8, wouldn't you say, Lexi?
Absolutely, Adam. Day 8, it was padded drills, live reps, and we saw some really explosive plays out there. And also, some gritty underdog performances that are always exciting to watch. Let's kick things off with the standout performers.
Yeah, for sure. Patrick Surtain, obviously, he just continues to dominate in coverage. He grabbed another red zone interception, which, it just feels like he's always around the ball. He's such a presence out there.
He really is. And speaking of presence, Bo Nix, I think he showed some improved poise, really connecting on a crisp touchdown to Sutton in a super tight red zone window. That's, a good sign for the offense, I think.
Yeah, it's those little things, those precise throws. And Harvey, man, he just keeps impressing, doesn't he? Those quick burst runs, they're really strengthening his chances for that RB3 spot. It's exciting to see like a young guy really making a strong case.
Totally. And let's pivot to some of those underrated risers because that's where, some real gems emerge. Taylor Grimes, the wide receiver, he's an undrafted rookie, but he's been making contested catches and really clean sideline grabs. It's impressive.
Oh, absolutely. He's been a pleasant surprise. And then Devon, the safety, delivered some really smart tackles during live drills. He's really pushing for special teams value, which, that's how you make a roster in this league often.
For sure. And Thomas Incoom, the edge rusher, he's been showing those pass rush flashes during one-on-one and team drills. It's good to see some depth emerging on that defensive line, too.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of defense, we do have a bit of a setback on the injury front. Drew Sanders, unfortunately, underwent foot surgery and is expected to miss about 4 to 6 weeks. That's a blow, but also, it opens the door for other guys.
Yeah, it really does. His absence, it's unfortunate for him, but it absolutely opens the door for guys like Justin Strend and potentially others to step up and show what they can do in that linebacker rotation. It'll be interesting to see who emerges there.
For sure. And then a big piece of news, Zach Allen, he quietly signed a 4-year extension. And I think what's really significant about him isn't just the contract itself, but what he means to that D-line group.
Oh, absolutely, Adam. He's such a veteran presence. His leadership, it's really helping those young guys on the D-line develop. He's not always making, the splashy sacks, but his impact is just so vital to the team's overall stability and success up front. It's huge.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy who just elevates everyone around him, which is invaluable for a defensive line, especially with some of the younger talent they're trying to integrate. So summing things up from Camp Day 8, we saw Surtain continue to shine, Nix rebounding, Harvey flashing again.
Yeah, and those unsung players like Grimes, Key, and Incoom really starting to make some noise. Plus, Sanders' injury, it shakes up that linebacker rotation, but it's an opportunity. And Zach Allen's extension just solidifies that veteran presence and stability for the whole team.
Absolutely. It's been a really eventful couple of days. That's all the time we have for today's episode of the Mile High Blitz podcast.
Thanks for tuning in, Broncos Country, and we'll catch you next time.